everybody, thanks for joining me in Melinda's Rubber Room. I am Melinda Pierce and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm going to show you how I put together this card. This is a little bit unique because it has a reversed image of this chair. So the stamp set is called Lazy Days, and it comes with the chair and die for this chair facing this direction. But I had to be a little tricky and invent a way to get this chair to face the other way. So I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm going to point you down to my work surface and show you how I did that. Okay, so again, the stamp set and dies are called Lazy Days. It's one of my favorite stamp sets in the new catalog. It has all these wonderful images. You can make so many different sceneries out of them, and it's got some great sayings as well. And then here you can see some of the dies, and there are the stamps that go with them. I have some of the other dies here that I'm still going to be using. And in order to make the trellis, comes with this die and then this die for the railings. So let me show you how I did some of the images. So the rug, super simple. I'm going to keep this here just so you can see it. So I had originally done this card a little bit differently, and somebody had asked me to do it with 2 chairs instead of 1. So this was my original card. So let me show you how I changed that up a bit. So the rug, when you first see it, it doesn't look like much, but when it's stamped, it somehow seems a lot bigger on the card. I don't know why that is, but there is the rug. I'm just going to adhere the die on there right away. Okay, and I have some of the images already cut out. I have the trellis already cut out, 1 of the chairs, and 2 of the railings. So I still need the flowers and the table and then the other chair. I'll do the flowers and I'll do the table. Get those lined up. Okay, now the tricky one, the chair. So what I'm going to do is just take my chair stamp and I'm going to stamp on my silicone mat. So normally this would be your piece of paper and it would stamp out this image. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that image on my silicone mat. And then in order to reverse image it, I'm just going to put my paper right on top of that. Now remember, we don't have a reverse die for this. So what I'm going to do is die cut this out by lining up the die from the back side of the paper. So I'm just going to lay it back there, put it up against the light, and make sure everything is lined up. So I'm going to have to leave the camera for a minute and get that lined up because my light here is not bright enough. I need to go point it up to my overhead light. I think I've got it. Just going to lay it down like that and then put my tape right over the edges. Hopefully that won't move when I go to cut it. And so it is a little tricky to line up that chair, and you can see it got a little, it's not quite where it should be with the die, so I'm just going to trim off some of the excess white. If you're putting this on a purely white background, it actually won't show that much, but I'm just going to trim this up a little bit to make it a little bit more even. Okay, there we go. So I have my images and I just need to create my background. I'm going to color. Actually going to sponge it. But I like starting with the light color and building the color up. You can always add more color, but you can't take color away. So start with your lightest color. Start off of your paper and go on. That way you avoid some of those darker spots. And try to keep your brush straight, flat against your work surface. Sometimes if you roll it, you get some more blotchy spots. Okay, so that's my lemon lolly. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit darker yellow, so Daffodil Delight. That's good. And I'm going to finish off with the Bubble Bath pink. It's such a cute color. I'm not a very pink person, but the yellow and the pink really goes nice for the sky. And if you like some of the colors that were in the, what's it called? The online exclusive paper. It's called Hello Irresistible. Some of these colors actually are very similar. So that's where I got my idea to mix the yellow with that pink. So if you want more of that paper and you don't want to buy a whole pack, you can kind of create your own background just by mimicking the colors that are in that paper. So you can see that pink being picked up, kind of creating a softness to that yellow. Okay, so I'm just going to line this up right along the top, just like so. I'm going to go in with my little trellis, and that's going to go up just like that. So I'm just putting adhesive on these thicker areas. I'm going to go in with my little gate pieces. I'm just going to go ahead and put my rug down. It's just going to go right down there on the bottom. And I'm raising up my chairs and the table, so my rug is just going to lie flat. Just like so. Do need to go back in and color in my flowers and all my items here. So I'm just going to go in with, this is actually soft suede, and Seaside Spray for the greenery. I'll go right on the top of that awning. Like so. And then the table and the chairs, I'm just going to go off, color those just kind of lightly with the soft suede. And then I'm using Daffodil Delight to color in the little drinks here. Make it look like some lemonade. All right, now I just need to, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to the base of my card before I do my, before I raise up my images. It's just easier to adhere your card to the base of your card before it has a lot of dimension on the front. I'll add my dimensionals. So again, the stamp set and die set is called Lazy Days. And you can purchase it on my online store at melindapierce.stampinup.net. If you'd like more inspiration on projects, feel free to join me over on my Facebook page. It's called Melinda's Rubber Room. I have all of my classes and Zoom sessions posted there, as well as my projects. So you can get a lot of inspiration over there. If you have any questions, you can leave them on my Facebook page at Melinda's Rubber Room, or you can do so on the comment section of this YouTube video. I try to respond as soon as I can to your questions. All right, so there is that completed card. I hope you enjoyed that and learned how to use the cute new set called Lazy Days. If you have any questions on that or any of the items in that stamp set, feel free to leave a comment again on my YouTube video or on my Facebook page. I'd be happy to help you out. Thanks for joining me and have a great day. Bye-bye.